Hey everybody, it's your man DJ Gatsby, the BBE podcast. Listen, first of all, let me apologize to everybody for coming on so late. Um, Big shout out to Grant Harper, Reid. He was having problems, technical problems, with logging into the show. Um, Not the same problems we had last week. Something with his phone and him being able to get audio and video through his laptop, excuse me, and his phone. So, Grant, man, I'm sorry. We're gonna try to do this again, um, but I had to go on and say something. So, first of all, man, big shout out to everybody that tuned in. Thanks for your patience. I guess we're supposed to be Grant Harper Reid. He's an author out of Harlem, New York. He's basically a historian. He writes books about the Harlem Renaissance and the heyday of Harlem entertainment in New York City, and he has some fantastic stories to tell, very interesting anecdotes about what happened in Harlem, man. And I promise you guys, we'll get Arthur Grant Harper Reid back on the show once we get all of these things worked out. But in the meantime, I'm going to do the show myself today. I got a lot to talk about, a lot to unwrap. It's DJ Gash at the BBE podcast, man, and I want to thank Marcia Novella. She came on last week. We had problems with her getting the show started, and we weren't able to really, do a whole full interview with her. I got clips online from that interview, but big shout out to her, man. Thank you for being a trooper and trying to hang with me, man. So the BBE podcast, we want to talk about business, man. So if you have an LLC, there's a BOIC obligation that you need to look into. It's something that you have to do to register your LLC with your state. And they understand they will be fining people every day if you don't have that paperwork done. If you follow me on Facebook and some of my podcasts, you'll see that information on my timeline. Big shout to Kimmy Jenkins. I keep talking about her every week, man. Her and Champ Jenkins. He just did a new song with Chrisette Michelle. Big things for that brother, man. We happy for you, man. Congratulations on that. I want to say shout out to a friend of mine up in New York, Sam Lamb from Lamb Social Justice Initiative. Received an award for all this hard work and dedication that he's done in the community. Big shout out to him, man. We had talked to Sam before about coming on the show, man, but he hasn't had a chance to get on there. Also, I haven't really talked too much about my man Elvis. E New Beginnings, man. He had the gospel concert, Gospel Explosion 4 in New York, I think last month. We're gonna get him on the show. He did the Block Talk Radio interview before, but we need to get him on the show to talk about his gospel journey, the concerts that he's doing, and the great work that he's doing, man. Brother's been a long journey, through a lot, and I'm really proud of the success that he's achieved at this point, man. We're talking about a lot of people that we got mad love for out here in the game, and we want to get them on the show. Big shout out to Coach Cares, aka Mac Mama, and King Tut. Bubba just came home. He's all over the internet. He's going viral. He's done a lot. We had Coco, Coach Coco on the show before he came home. I reached out to her again recently. Hopefully I'll get her back, possibly him. I'm not sure. People are very busy out here, and it's hard to actually nail them down to get them on the show, but it is what it is. Also, big shout out to Doc Powell. People may know Doc Powell, former guitarist for Luther Vandross. He's done a lot of other things in the solo career as a jazz guitarist from Spring Valley, New York. I know him personally growing up. Great musician, Grammy-nominated musician. Reached out to me about a week or so ago, to congratulate me on my success, man, and just say keep doing big things. I usually catch his concert here in Atlanta every year, but I'm looking forward to get him. So anybody knows Doc, tell him Gatsby got you, the BBE podcast, man. We need you. Come rock with us and come on the show, man. It is what it is. Once again, it's DJ Gatsby, the BBE podcast, man. I see people looking forward to hearing the Grant Harper interview, man. Yeah, I see you, David Kramer. Sure, man. As soon as we can get him back on, as soon as we can get him rescheduled, we'll get him back on. Really disappointed because we were really excited about having him, man. I met that brother a few years ago in White Plains, New York, at a Martin Luther King event at Barnes & Noble bookstore. and he came and shut it down. Like, he had everybody's attention when he talked about his books and his experiences, man, as a young black man growing up in Harlem, as well as his family, and all of the things that they did, man. I'm looking forward to Tay Durant, Behind the Dream LLC. She's a phenomenal talent. She works with artists and business people building their brand and helping them get to the next level in their careers. Um, I met her through, I believe it was Elvis Terrell, by the way of Kimmy Jenkins and Chimp. So Tay, I got you. I think you got some clients that we want to get on the show. Love to network with you and network with some of the people that you got on your team that you're working with, man, on the show. I mentioned Champ before. Yo, Champ, man, I got to get you too, man. I see the work that you're doing. I love the music that you're producing. We had Kimmy, your wife Kimmy, on, and she really did a thing, man. She gave a great interview and a lot of insight on her musical career and where she's going with it. Subsequently, I followed you online, and man, you're a phenomenal talent, man. I seen you on the keyboards. I'm sure you play other instruments, but congratulations with the work that you've done with Kimmy and the Evolve, I believe it was, album, and then the Christmas EP that you guys just released, as well as the song with Chrisette Michelle, man. So kudos to you. Haven't forgot you. Looking forward to getting you on the show. I want to congratulate a lot of people. A lot of people reached out to me, talk about they started a business, they formed an LLC, they've done nonprofits. So congratulations to everybody who has actually started a business, went pro. It's not a hobby, it's not a hustle, and you did what you need to do. Get your tax ID number, EIN numbers, and have a legitimate LLC. But make sure you take advantage of the opportunities that are afforded to you by having that. Also, tax season is coming up, so everybody, make sure you get you ready to do your taxes. If you have a business, make sure you get a business tax lawyer to help you with that. It's a lot involved in that whole process. You want to make sure you do it right, and you want to make sure things go your way when you're doing that. Now, anybody that's watching this on the chat, man, I get the messages. I can see the chat. If you want to post a question, if you want to post a comment, I'll definitely get it back to you. I'm not going to stay long today simply because my guest was not able to join me, but I do want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, and all the other religions that celebrate a time this year. We wish peace and blessings to all of you. Once again, follow DJ Gatsby on YouTube at www.youtube.com/DJ Gatsby. Follow me on Facebook at Jeff Gatsby Wilson, and on Instagram at DJ Gatsby X, as well as TikTok on DJ Gatsby X. Again, I want to apologize to everybody who were tuned in to watch the interview with author Grant Harper Reid. We were not able to get him on due to technical difficulties that we seem to be having the last couple of weeks. I thank you guys for being patient with me with the process. We got to get this worked out because I really want to get these guests on. And thank you for the love and support all throughout the year. So once again, it's DJ Gatsby, man. Follow me on YouTube. Check out my clips. Check out the videos on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Peace. God bless you. Keep putting God first in all you do. And I'll see you next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Peace. Have a great night.